Randall Winter from Randall Winter Construction with Jeff Softly. I just want to go back to one of my earlier comments about just checking the pulse of our community. I want to know how many of you are out there listening. And so I know my buddy at Hayes was saying a few things about what a great show and opportunity this is. And I think from him I got the idea we should check it. How many of you out there really listen to Randy and Jeff right now? Give me a call, 661-799-8089. I won't be answering the phone because that's at my office in Santa Clarita. But Vanessa will answer. You don't have to give her your name or anything. Just tell her you're listening. All right, thanks. Back to Jeff. All right, we're talking about a lot of lighting. We left off on landscape lighting. You said you just finished a $40,000 job. $16,000 was the cost of the fixtures. That's because outdoor is tough, man.
Yeah.
He's also telling me how he went on a job where they put the cheap fixtures in and had just two 10-watt halogens and it melted the plastic fixture. Do not buy cheap fixtures, especially for outside, especially for electrical. I don't even like cheap fixtures on plumbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, you put something like that. You paid for it, and now you're gonna have to pay again to put something new in.
Let's give them an idea of what this costs, unless they're handy themselves. But you get a fixture that's $15 at one of the big box stores, which is cool. You can get a good one there too, and spend $100. But then you can spend $150 for the electrician to put it in, and then a year or two later, spend another $150 to replace it with a better one. Mm-hmm. So why not just do it right the first time?
Do it right the first time.
If you can.
Yeah.
Same thing I know John will say about plumbing. You get a better faucet, it's going to last you a longer time. He won't be back to take care of that faucet.
Yeah.
But that's my motto, Do it once, do it right, and
and for me,
spend an extra nickel, right?
For me, it's like I don't want to put in inferior products because I don't want to get a call back.
Well, that's why some people don't call us, Jeff.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, so what else we want to talk about in the last couple minutes we have here on the show? We talked about the different types of lighting, how you had a job for $40,000 just landscaping. $16,000 you said was for just the fixtures.
Well,
right?
these were very high-end landscape lighting fixtures. It was a customer that could afford to put in a system that large. They had a huge piece of property. Thus, there was a lot of landscape to illuminate. And landscape lighting is not security lighting. Landscape lighting is accent lighting, okay? And so the rule of thumb, if you're thinking about landscape lighting, the homeowner, you always want to consider that less is always better than more when you initially install a landscape lighting system. To me, there's nothing worse than seeing like 16 pagoda-style light fixtures on a sidewalk that's 30 feet long leading up to your front porch.
It's like a airport runway.
Airport runway. Yeah, so you always want to me,
just accent it.
Accent it. And uplight the trees, do a few pathway lights, and start with less, and then if you think later on, well, you know what, maybe we should add a couple more here or there. And the other thing you want to do that is you always want to oversize your transformer. You always because you can add more to it. Okay. And also you want to oversize your cabling, so you can, if you do add more lighting,
it'll take the load.
It'll take the load.
Right. Cool. Well, I know that you know a lot about this landscape lighting because you're in fact last month you're telling me you're taking some low voltage classes, and I know another guy that knows a lot about outdoor lighting and is Jeff Brown, our other NV, Jeff from NV Landscape.
Yep.
So when it comes to getting that backyard fixed up, you want to try and remember the two Jeffs.
Front yard too, because
front yard. Oh,
yeah, street.
Jeff, where are you? My wife's bugging me. We need to get that front yard fixed.
Yeah. So think uplighting, and tree lighting. There's nothing looks better than a beautiful, full-grown tree with branches.
Just the right amount of light on it.
Just the right amount of light, uplighting those tree branches.
And you know how to figure that out, don't you?
Yeah. This last job, I designed the whole thing.
Cool.
From the get from the beginning to the end.
And I bet it looks beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Did you
exactly.
take pictures of it, or
I've got.
you got to go back at night to do that, huh?
You have to, yeah. You want to be there at nighttime to turn when you turn it all on. You want to so you can do your adjustments. You make sure that where you set that light fixture is going to work to its maximum potential. So you want to be there when it's all installed at nighttime. Let that photo sensor take over and turn those lights on and see how they look. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I'm not cheap. I just haven't come up with a design for my backyard yet. So I stuck those little LED solar lights in my ground
Right.
in the air for just areas I wanted to be able to see.
Yeah.
They're fine.
They make
For,
it.
they illuminate the area a little bit, but like you said, I don't like them. I mean, they're more useful than they are attractive. If you
Right.
know what I mean.
Yeah, and they're not meant to last forever. These little
Yeah.
solar ones.
No, my dog takes one and chews it up, and then the gardener whacks it off with his weed whacker. It's okay. They're not that expensive, and I haven't come up with a good design for the backyard. So we'll wait till that happens. We just need the backyard. So, NB Landscape, where are you?
Get them over there.
Come on, Jeff.
Yeah.
What else we want to go? We got some time left? Because I want to start talking about a couple of things that are kind of close to me. Because I had a few customers calling me up and saying, "Oh, I don't need a permit for this. I don't need a permit for that." I'll come back to that because in talking with the city and looking over all the codes, you do.
You do.
Random Winter Construction, Santa Clarita Hometown Station. Trying to clear the throat here. AM 1220, KHTS.